Yes, I will be playing the Rugrats theme song on repeat today while wearing this. Today I am trying something new and something that I've actually never done before, and I'm really excited about it because my good friend Macy, Eleni, or Blazed and Glazed on YouTube and TikTok, is like the estate sale queen, and I've been meaning to go to an estate sale with her for literally years now, and I don't live anywhere cool like Beverly Hills, but there is a community like kind of west of Phoenix, like out in the middle of nowhere, called Sun City, and it's kind of known as being a retirement community. And so I thought it might be cool to check out some estate sales there. So today I'm gonna go to my first estate sale for the very first time. I have no idea what to expect. I did see like a couple of preview photos. I did find these estate sales using estatesale.net. That's kind of seemingly the most popular and the most recommended way to find them. So you can just like type in your zip code and then it'll bring up estate sales in whatever area you're looking for. It's like 9 in the morning now. They opened at 8. It's gonna take me a while to get out there, but I'm hoping that I find some really cool gems, some cool vintage pieces. I fully recognize that estate sales are definitely like people's homes that have passed away, so that feels a little weird. And I think that's part of what's kind of kept me from exploring this up until this point, but I feel like it's kind of just a part of life, isn't it? It's kind of how it goes. So I'm gonna head out to the middle of nowhere, check out these estate sales, and bring you along with me and see what I find. I'm gonna obviously keep like filming inside of these homes to a minimum. I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all, but I will show you a haul of everything I got, so come along. Let's go to our first estate sale. I have no idea what's gonna happen. How much does one get for an estate sale? I don't know. All right, just arrived at the first location. Got my mask ready to go, got my cash. This neighborhood is sick. This is all like mid-century homes that are like old Phoenix neighborhoods that I love. So you can tell this neighborhood's been around for a while, like at least for Phoenix. And I'm very excited to not only like walk through the neighborhood and see what these houses are like, but see what they have for sale. So let's check it out. So for the first estate sale, I walked in having literally zero experience. I didn't know what to expect. I walked in through the garage. There was a cool selection of a lot of like vintage hats. And then I went into the backyard area and it backed up to a golf course. And this house was just absolutely insane. And yeah, I tried to get a little bit of clips here and there when I could. I waited until I was completely alone and no one else was in the room. Obviously didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I looked through a lot of the clothes that were available. There weren't too many, but nothing was there in my size. There was some pretty cool art pieces as well as some like random funky things like this horse picture, which I liked, and also Billy Ray Cyrus merch. All right, first stop is done. Just sanitizing really quick. That was cool. It was different than I expected. There were a lot of people there. I did overhear somebody talking to one of the employees who was putting on the sale, and they did mention that the people who live in this house didn't pass away. They just moved out. So I don't know if they moved into like a home or something like that, but at least, I don't know, feels a little bit better. And all of the proceeds from the sale, I mean, I'm sure besides the cut that they get, is going to the family. So that's good to know. So I spent $4. I'm gonna show like a big haul at the end, and we're off to our next spot. I actually need to map it and see how far away it is. But so far it felt like a thrift store home decor section, but like a lot more vintage. Like these people had a lot of really old stuff, which is like always what I'm hunting for at the thrift store. And this is kind of like a more, first of all, way more affordable way to access that kind of stuff. And it's like a bit more curated because it's like they literally had magazines and records and books and maps and all sorts of stuff from like the 60s and 70s. Really freaking cool. So we'll see if I end up finding any like clothes as the day goes on. It would be kind of cool to find some vintage stuff that would actually fit me, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, next one is 2.1 miles away, so let's head over there. I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get the hype, and I'm ready. I'm excited. Heading to the next location, I was just admiring so many of the beautiful kind of like mid-century houses that are available in like older neighborhoods in Phoenix. I love it so much. So I made my way to my second sale, and this one was very crowded. I was feeling my outfit, as you can tell. And even though there were a lot of people, I did manage to get a couple of clips. These cowboy boots were amazing, but none of them were in my size, unfortunately. And then they had a bunch of Disney stuff at this place, which I thought was really cool. They had some like old vintage memorabilia, silverware,
silverware, plates, cups. I thought that was really cool to see what people collect in their lifetime. I was hoping that I would find some kind of cool vintage like bag or t-shirt or crew neck or like windbreaker jacket or something like that, but I didn't really find it. And there were some cute 90s braided belts, but none of them were in my size. There was a really cool kind of like sunroom area. It felt very vintage, and I'm actually looking in the corner at that Tiffany stained glass lamp, and I'm kind of sick that I didn't notice it before and didn't get it, but that's okay. I found this little gem and it's so cute. I'll show you more about it later, but adorable.
All right, that one, not really the vibe. That didn't pass the vibe check. It was just kind of warm. There were so many people. Literally no one was wearing a mask. I was the youngest person there by at least 50 years. But I did manage to find a couple of things. Sneak peek, you can probably see it in the back seat, but again, I'll show it afterwards. I just feel like it's easier to get home and show you everything. There was a lot of Disney stuff as far as like Mickey figurines in this place that I just went to, but it was really like old and kind of dirty plastic. There were a couple things that I liked, but they were locked up in a case with like a padlock, and I couldn't find anyone, and I wasn't gonna like bother with that. It was just like spoons and things like that, and there was a mug that I really liked, but then I got up close to it and it was plastic, and I was just like, and it kind of had like some marks and stuff. There was a lot more Disney stuff in like the photos, like on the listing on the estate sale website, so by the time I dug through it, people had already gotten to it, and it was going quick. People were going in on the Disney stuff. These ladies love Disney, and I'm a Disney adult too, but I just didn't find anything that like really tickled my fancy. I was hoping for like Disney sweatshirts or like, you know, things like that. Didn't find it. Not the best, but we have 2 more to go, so let's see what else we find.
For this next sale, this one was a little bit different than I expected, and I guess I didn't really know because I don't have a ton of experience like what to anticipate, but whoever put on this estate sale in particular, it was definitely just different. It was a different vibe. It was a lot more just kind of like stuff, like they kept a lot more stuff, whereas the other ones that I went to felt a little bit more curated. This is actually like a random back shed that I decided to look through because you never know, and then I found this freaking cool retro clock for $1, and I was like, yes please. I also saw these really cool kind of vintagey looking cushions, kind of like an 80s vibe, and then no Arizona home would be complete without these margarita glasses. I saw this adorable pink leather blazer. It was amazing, but it wasn't in my size, and there were some cute clothes, but yeah, none of them fit me. So I very quickly realized that there was really not going to be much for me here, so I just paid for the 2 items that I had and I dipped.
That one was the worst so far. I feel like they're progressively getting worse. I think I was spoiled by that first one, and I thought that they were all gonna be like that, and they're not. So I'm heading to my last one now. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. It does say vintage in the title, in the listing. It is 1.5 miles away, and we're gonna just keep our fingers crossed. Please, vintage gods, give me all of the good gems. Thank you, amen. Let's go.
A few moments later.
Well, besties, we keep striking out, but that's okay. That last one probably shouldn't have even gone. I didn't get anything at this last one. I had high hopes, and then I walked in and I was like, I need to go. Gonna head home, collect myself, eat some lunch, clean this stuff off the best I can, like sanitize it and everything, and then of course I have to show you a haul of everything I got, obviously. And I'll give you some more thoughts on like estate sales and if I'll keep going and all of that fun stuff when we get home. See you soon. All right, we are back. It is actually almost a week later, I'm not gonna lie. Life's been busy. And I spent a total of $20 exactly. And it was funny because I took $200 out of the ATM thinking like, I'm not gonna have enough money, like I don't know how much things are gonna cost, and I left with $180. So literally spent 20 bucks. That's definitely one of the pros, I would say for sure. The cons were that it was inconvenient to drive to so many different locations, obviously, and you can't really guarantee what you're gonna see when you get there. A lot of people are there as well, so they're kind of all digging through the same stuff. But I actually do think that I'm gonna continue doing it. I don't think I'm gonna film it. It's much easier to just go and enjoy it, but maybe if you guys wanna see it, I'll keep doing it. Let me know if you wanna see me go with my friend Macy to like a proper LA Beverly Hills estate sale. I think that would be really fun. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna show you everything that I got. We're gonna start with random knickknacks and things. I don't 100% remember what I got from each place, but I do know I got this from the first house, and this is the most random thing you will probably see all day, and it is Pokemon wrapping paper. I just thought of Drew when I saw this. Also, his niece loves Pokemon. There's also an additional silver paper in there. I want to say this was 25 cents, and it does look kind of old. According to Drew, it's definitely not brand new, so that's exciting. It says on the paper here that it's 1995, 96, and 98 trademarked by Nintendo, so I'm assuming it's around that time, or at least that's when these Pokemon looked like this, if you will. I know like animations change. I thought this was really cute, and for like 25 cents, and you get a free extra roll inside? Sure, sign me up. The other random things that I saw was, I can't remember if I caught it on camera or not, but there were entire tables laid out of like old newspapers, old magazines, and I found a couple different Arizona magazines. This one is the Arizona Republic, which is the main newspaper, and this is from November of 1975, so I thought that would be interesting to look through, see what Phoenix looked like, see what the ads looked like, and it just looks really cool. Like, it would even look cool framed. There's probably some racist stuff in here because it's from the 70s, so I don't know. But I definitely want to check this out and just see what life was like back then. I don't know, it's fascinating to me because obviously like I wasn't around. So that one was cool. And then this one is Arizona Highways from December 1974. This is like a holiday edition, and it just has all of this cool like photography in it. Remember magazine inserts? That is absolutely crazy. This is my first time really looking through it. I mean, this, like, stunning. I would literally frame that and put it in my house. So I'm actually really excited to go through some of these and just, I don't know, browse around. It's crazy. Everything I do is on an app these days. So it's kind of nice to have something printed, even though I know it's like worse for the environment. Oh, the Super Bloom. These are puppies. They're in Mount Turnbull. So there we go. Now everyone posts them on Instagram. So, okay. At the first place I went to, I got those magazines, the wrapping paper, oh, and a hat. I'll show you that. And it was $4 for all of that. This hat is so dope. It's a trucker hat, which like I'm into right now. It's just kind of a thing that I'm loving. And I was so excited about this because I just thought it was dope. I love the hunter green color. I feel like it would look really nice against my hair. I did wash and sanitize this. It says Hometown Buffet on the front, which is like an actual buffet. Let me know if you have those in the area where you live. I've never actually been there. I've only heard of it as like a place where old people go to eat, but I just thought it was like a dope hat. And I am so devastated because it's way too small. It's too small for me. It's too small for Drew. He has a way smaller head than me, so I guess we're gonna have to like find someone's child that might want this or something, but this is a dope vintage trucker hat. I'm so sad. This tag says one size fits all. You know you are lying through your teeth. So yeah, if you have like a child that would fit this, or if you have a child-sized head, let me know. It's a really cool hat. Next up, because I don't really remember anything else and like what order I got things in, I did find this clock, which is a vintage clock. It did have like a long cord that you plugged into the wall, and I just kind of wanted it as a decoration, so don't hate me, but I cut it off, and I don't think it worked anyway. I cleaned this off the best I could. It was in someone's outdoor shed. It looked like it hadn't been moved in about 40 years, but I just love this kind of like retro style of clock. And it's funny because now I buy clocks and I just never even set them. I just put them in my house as decoration, which is hilarious because we've come a long way. Like, I have my time on my phone at all times, so now I just like leave these out as decoration. I think this would look really cute in here. It would look really cute anywhere in my house. I want to say it was $1. I'm pretty sure it had a sticker on it that said $1. So I mean, $1 for a cute little vintage item, and I would definitely have scooped this up if I was at a Goodwill, and it probably would have been more like $5. So love that. I did manage to find 2 different clothing items, which I was pretty pleased with both. And the first one that I picked out was this blazer. It's in a size, actually I don't even know if there is a size on it, but it's by the brand Copycats. It's definitely got like a good vintage tag. It's not like a true blazer where it's like made of wool or anything like that. This is definitely like a cheaper kind of knockoff material blazer, but I thought it would be really cute with maybe like some black dress pants, black high-waisted pants, maybe even some jeans with a white t-shirt underneath. And I just thought this pattern was really fun and like very fall appropriate, so I feel like come fall time this will be really cute. I love these kind of like jewel tones, and I think they'll look really pretty with my hair, so love that. I want to say that was like $2 if I'm not mistaken. And then I also, at another place, I found this skirt, which is kind of one of the staples that I've been looking for recently, which is a high-rise velvet midi skirt with a slit. I'm really just trying to bring back that like 2018 style that I loved, that very 90s inspired midi skirts and Doc Martens and band tees and all of that. So I thought that this would be perfect. It is in a size large, but I think whoever wore this like stretched it out a bit because it is kind of big around the waist. So I either might like pay to get it taken in, I might try to take it in myself, I might just wear it a little bit loose, but it's pretty much perfect. It is a very rough velvet. Drew took this out of the dryer before he realized what it was, and he almost gagged. So Sorry about that, but yeah, I love it. And last but not least, I don't really know how to show this because it's kind of like a piece of furniture, and I think I managed to get a clip of this, but I found basically the side table slash plant stand of my dreams. It is this gorgeous, like vintage wood plant stand that has these amazing like maroon tiles. I had been previously looking for a plant stand on Facebook Marketplace, and there was one really similar to this, but it was just solid wood, like there wasn't the tile on the top. And I want to say it was like $30 or $40. This one was $6, and I was so excited that it was that cheap. Like I knew it was meant to be, and nobody was around trying to get to it, and I was like, I better get this fast because people were grabbing. So like, how cute is this with like a plant on it? I might put it downstairs in my living room, like decorate it all cute. It's just so like vintage, and that's what I love about finding things secondhand. So whether that's going to estate sales, thrift stores, you can just find the most unique, freaking awesome pieces that are like one of a kind, really. I don't think this is made anymore. It is like kind of loose on the top, and it seems like it was once glued with wood glue and that broke. So we'll just have to, I think we actually have wood glue, so we'll just have to re-glue it, but like, it's perfect. It was $6. Like, what more could you want? So yeah, that was what I got when I went estate sailing that day. It was really fun, honestly. I will try it again. I think it'd be a really fun thing to do with a friend, like if they're into thrifting as well and you just want to find really cool, especially vintage stuff, because a lot of times it is from older people who have had their stuff for a really long time. I feel like now we don't keep things for as long, whereas before, like the older generations used to just keep things forever, and that's what I think is like just so cool about this. So yeah, I spent $20. I got a bunch of really cool eclectic stuff. At first I was like, oh, I didn't get enough stuff, like this video is a wash, and then I was like, all of this stuff is really cool, to me anyway. So you might not think so, but I'm really happy with it. So yeah, let me know if you want to see more estate sale content in the future. I so appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also turn on my post notifications if you want to be notified every time I post a new video. I am sending you all of my love, and I will hopefully see you very soon in my next video.